Plastic I um Dumelang Sunny Bonani. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. For those of you returning subscribers, my people, welcome back. I welcome you. And to those of you people, my new subscribers, welcome. And you, did you subscribe? Did you subscribe? Hit that subscribe button. I'll be waiting. Did you subscribe? Okay, this week I'll be doing key points of how to attempt questions in the exam. I did promise you guys, and please comment down below and tell me how you found this, right? You're gonna like this video and comment below, right? Right? Okay, so I told you guys that I'm gonna link it and then I'm gonna do it, and I finally did. So I'm hooking you up, my brothers and sisters. So I wrote them down, as you all know. Yeah, should we really get into it right now? Without any waste of time, I'm gonna do the first important one, the one everybody should know, the reason why they are there. Read your instructions. Read your instructions, people. That one, I don't need to explain it. Like, you will write a lot of things and then it turns out the instructions didn't want you to do so. The instructions wanted you to write numbers as 1,00, and when you decided to write 1 because you didn't read the instructions. So that's your first key point. Always read your instructions, please. If you're given a case study or a comprehension or whatever, or a scenario, before you read that, go to your required, read them. Your required will tell you what you are supposed to look at on your scenario. If you read the whole scenario, you might end up losing 3 minutes that you could have been using, especially with this whole online learning. You will be looking at those things, reading, and then you're given 20 minutes to finish everything. Are you done? You lost 3 minutes when you could have read the required. It said, please, from this, take out this and that, and when you decided to read the whole thing, then go to the instruction. Now you're late. Now you have limited time. So my people, please, I beg of you, read your required first. It helps. Like, it'll help you know what you're dealing with. Okay, I'm noticing something. People, do not look at my background. That is my sister's vision board. So, oh yeah, after reading your required, you're gonna read your scenario, right? Read your scenario to actually find what you want. But then when you read your scenario, don't read it once. When you read it once, you will make silly mistakes. Like, you will think this statement it's like this, but then it's actually the opposite. So read it once, try and see if you understand it clearly, then read it again just to be sure. Because examinations, these people try and trick us. Like, they trick us all the way. They tell you that examinations are gonna be like this, the scope is like that, and then it turns out it's not the same. We see you. Okay, another thing is, from your required, I get you'll be reading your required first. From your required, pick up keywords. Like, guys, I always say keywords because they are important. They actually help you understand what the question actually wants from you. Maybe they will ask you, find the accrued interest from this. When you'll be thinking, I'm gonna look for the interest, but then it's accrued, the income that is outstanding. That's what you're supposed to look for. But because when you didn't look for keywords, every statement has a keyword, so look for those keywords. From a required, it'll say who is liable, especially in auditing. They are asking this: who is liable for the dividends that were declared? So you should, the keywords, you should look at the keywords. What they want is there, who's liable. That's your keyword. Okay, keywords. Yeah. So like they will give you most of the time other questions. It's a long statement, long statement. But then all you need is the keyword to actually understand what is happening. So guys, I'm gonna look for a question somewhere. Okay guys, I found a screenshot and then I'm gonna put it up and then show you what I've actually underlined as keywords down there, so you will look at it and then see what I mean. Okay, then another thing I wrote down is when you're doing calculations, do the calculation more than once so that you'd be sure that there are no mistakes, because numbers, we tend to make mistakes with numbers. So do it more than once so that you are sure of what's happening. Like, because that one number, you might have made a mistake with that one number and it's gonna cost you marks. So rather because sometimes we're not doing step by step, they just want the final answer, so they're not gonna look at your steps and then mark you right, especially with online. So do it again. You must have a book with you on the side, right? And then you're gonna do that whole calculation. Don't look at the one you did before, just compare the final answers. So do it again on the side, check if okay, which means they're the same, then I'm good. Okay. So I don't know if I sound like I am a bit down today, but then auditing got me by the. So it's hard, people. I'm trying to study. So another thing is, do not overthink your solutions, because we tend to make silly mistakes because we think, what if this wants this? What if this actually wants this? I've done it a couple of times where I'm like, I look at my solution and I'm like, is it? But then guys, don't overthink if you feel like if you're gonna go back and do the whole thing, you're gonna overthink your calculations, rather not do it at all. Like, do not overthink because sometimes we are right the first time. It is mostly we are right the first time we do things. So when we go and question it, that's when we make a lot of mistakes, like silly mistakes we could have avoided in the first place. So do not overthink your questions, or do not overthink your solutions. Another thing is, take your time. Guys, slow and steady, it's a way to win this academic race. Don't be racing because your friend utswile ko exam room, or your friend is done and then you feel like you also should have been done by now. Take your time, go through it question by question steadily, but look at the time as well. Like, you can't let the test equal without you finishing. So slow and steady wins the race. Like, do it slow and steady so that you understand what is happening, because you're gonna make mistakes and then you're gonna regret it. Who is gonna be liable when you make those mistakes? No one but you. Okay, another thing is, think positive. I wanna this one helped me through maths. Okay, I hated maths in high school, but then it's not the same maths I was doing. So, like, guys, if you think positive, you will be able to actually try and attempt a question. Because once you think, okay, this is difficult, our mind is programmed to actually think, if something is difficult, we want to leave it. Like, we were like, what's the point? So think positive. You're like, okay, it's challenging, but then okay, let me think about calm yourself down. Calm down. so that you be able to answer the question. Because once you actually start having negative thoughts, it's going to affect how you are going to attempt that question. So calm down, relax, read the question again, try and understand it, and then try and answer it. We cool. With all of this, guys, I'm expecting y'all to actually pass. We are passing. We're getting distinctions. We are acing these things. I know it's difficult, but okay, it's not difficult, it's challenging. That's what our maths teacher used to say. Dude, it's not challenging. Okay, it's challenging, guys. So calm yourself down, do this thing. When you get to the exam, most of the time I like getting to the exam when it's actually time, like before the time to actually start, so that I get the time to relax and calm myself down, so that when I get the question paper, I'm in no rush. I go through it slowly and then try and attempt it later. Like go through the question paper, see, oh, okay, this question, I understand this question, I understand this question, and then if it favors you, start with the question that you understand, so that you're not stuck motivating of trying it, unless it's that thing where you can't track back. But another thing is, don't beat yourself up trying to remember statements as they are, because chances are you're not gonna remember everything that you studied. So like I said, when you study keywords, you're gonna use those keywords to put the sentences in your own words and still get the marks. How cool is this chick? This chick just hooked you up. So guys, thank you. This is actually what I have for you at the moment. But then if you request for more or anything like that, I will definitely do it. I got you. You're my people. So if you need help, email me. I will literally write it there. Corey, this is my email where you can email me when you need the help. I'm here for you. So guys, also please do comment down below of how you found this video, and also comment on what kind of videos you'd actually like me to actually post, like the content that you'd like to see more of on my channel. This is your time, this is your platform, and do not forget to subscribe. If you made it this far, girl, boy, we're on the right track. Thank you though. Thank you. I got y'all.